Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times. Welcome back to the newsroom, and today I have a breaking news story. This one comes courtesy of Fox News, and it says, Border Patrol officials expect more than 1 million illegal alien encounters this year alone. 1 million. You heard it right, folks. Let's begin. And it says, officials encountered more than 100,000 illegal aliens in February alone. He goes on to say that a Border Patrol official on Tuesday told reporters that he expects Border Patrol to have more than 1 million illegal alien encounters in 2021 alone. The latest indication of the scale of the crisis at the southern border that the Biden administration does not want to face. It goes on to say that Texas Deputy Border Chief Raul Ortiz told reporters that he, quote, fully expects Border Patrol to encounter more than 1 million illegal aliens this year alone. In February, there were more than 100,000 migrant encounters in that month, and that there is little sign that that rate is going to slow down, with peak migration season coming before June. Now, a Border Patrol official, we reported on this yesterday and late last week. He was saying that over 6,000 people were coming in groups multiple times a day. He said caravan after caravan after caravan, nonstop. And it's going to continue coming as long as the Biden administration refuses to call this a crisis, refuses to actually do something about this, or to team up with Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, all of those countries, like what President Trump did during his tenure. What did Trump do when he was in office? He pressured those countries to work with him to curb the flow of migrants going north. He told them, if you do not stop it in your own countries, let's say if you're in Guatemala, if Guatemala does not stop the migrants coming in from Honduras and El Salvador, then we'll stop funding Guatemala. We'll stop sending you money. If Mexico doesn't stop the flow from Central America going north, then Mexico will not only get tariffed, but will also take away any funding that we send them. But what does Biden do? Biden gives them hotel rooms, money, stimulus checks, free housing, free education, path to citizenship, and promotion. That is what Biden is giving them. And that's the reason why these people are coming in the hundreds of thousands. It says, well, the administration has noted that many of those encounters are single adults and therefore are able to swiftly return them under Title 42 health protections. Those that arrive as part of a family unit or who are unaccompanied children are not so easily returned. Just late last week, over the weekend, the Biden administration said that they were going to be using the San Diego Convention Center to house unaccompanied minors. They were going to house over 2,600 minors in that facility alone, and that's just one of them. They have opened many in Texas and other border states. The one in San Diego that they're planning to open or could potentially have already opened was the latest one. Also, over the weekend, the Biden administration allocated $86 million to give illegal alien families a hotel room for 6 months, 3-course meals, education, entertainment, health care, and a hotel room for themselves. No families, no different families in the same room. One family per room. It will cost an average of $86 million, and that's the beginning figures. You know how it works with government. They say a figure, but then you have to either double it or triple it to get the real figure. So in order to house these illegal aliens, it's going to cost $86 million. That's the beginning figure. But most likely it's going to cost between 150 to maybe 350 million. And that's to house them for the next 6 months, which could potentially be also extended. The Biden administration has no plans of slowing this down at all. Instead, they are giving coyotes and smugglers more and more promotional material for them to go out and start recruiting more and more people that want to head north. Because they tell them, hey, you're going to get free housing, you're going to get free entertainment, free schooling, free food, free this, free that, checks, and a bunch of other stuff. And even once you actually get into the country, once they actually let you leave, you soon will be able to have a path to actually stay there forever. It goes on to say that some migrant families can be returned under Title 42, but Mexico has been refusing to take them back, including children. Meaning families are being held in the U.S. or released into the population. Now, under the Trump administration, Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, all of these countries tried the exact same thing. And what did Trump do? He said, hey, if you do not take back your people, the people that were not even supposed to be here in the first place, if you do not take them back when we, fill a plane full of them and head them your way, we're going to tariff you. We're going to cut your funding. We're going to get you where it hurts. And what did those countries do? Oh, Mr. President, we'll work with you. Oh, Mr. President, please send us all of them. Mr. President this, Mr. President that. But now that Trump is gone and now that we have a weak guy, a cheerleader for these people in the White House, they have gone back to how it was under Obama and Bush and all the other clowns that came before Trump. We have gone back to that era. It says there are currently more than 5,000 unaccompanied children in Customs and Border Protection. And it says more than 11,000 in Health and Human Services custody. Many of those children, many of those minors have also been tested positive for coronavirus. We actually did a report on that. I'll pin it to the top of the comments so you guys can go and check that out. And we also have here, that's one report. We have another report here, and this is shocking, folks. The following report is shocking because it shows a video of some smugglers throwing children over the border wall and leaving them there and taking off. Very, very shocking stuff. And we have to be careful here on YouTube. So we're only going to show a still of, and if you want to see the actual video, make sure you go to our Twitter at Gold State Times. We'll share it on there. It comes directly from Border Patrol. But because of YouTube terms of service, because of YouTube rules and stuff like that, we cannot show the actual full video. But once again, you guys can go and check that video out on our Twitter at Gold State Times. We have to be very careful, and we have to make these type of decisions to not only show you guys what's going on, but to protect this community. But let me show you guys at least a still of what I'm talking about. So this was released by Border Patrol. And these are the children that we're talking about here. They were thrown over the wall, dropped over, I think, 20, 25 feet, and left behind. These are the smugglers that left them behind right here. There they are running away, and there's those children. There's the children that got thrown over the fence, over the wall, and these smugglers just took off. Again, this was released by Border Patrol from Gloria Chavez, which is USBP chief. It says smugglers, under the mask of night, scaled a 14-foot border barrier and cruelly dropped two young children in the middle of the New Mexico desert. The girls, actually there were two little girls, aged 3 and 5, were left miles from the nearest residence. STN agents went to rescue the children. So the children were rescued. Once again, this is a shocking, shocking video. Make sure you go to our Twitter at Gold State Times and check it out. It's heartbreaking that this kind of stuff is happening. But this, again, is the policy of the Biden administration. This is the type of stuff that happens under Democrat control. And we're not trying to sound like we're partisan. But the thing is that is the facts. Republicans are equally worthless as the Democrats. But it seemed like under Republican rule the last 3 or 4 years, you would not see crazy things like this. And if you did see them, the country will be held accountable. The people that did this will be held accountable through their country. Remember, tariffs is a beautiful thing. Keeping these countries in line and making sure that we keep them accountable. Why? How? By their wallets. Let me show you. By this. This is the only way to keep these countries accountable for what they do. Their wallets. Now, we do have another video, and this is a shocking video too. Now, the craziest part about this video is not this content. It's not the way that what it's in the video, but where it was found. I tried looking for it on Twitter. I tried looking for it on Facebook. I tried looking for it on YouTube, all over the place. Nowhere to be found. You guys know where I found it? World Star Hip Hop. You heard it right. World Star Hip Hop. Thank you so much, World Star, for putting this out because it cannot be found anywhere else. This comes courtesy of World Star Hip Hop, out of all places. And it says, give me 1 second, let me take this off. And it says, caught on camera, truck driver unloads trailer full of dozens of immigrants once he crossed the border in Texas. And let me play it. There's no audio, but there it is. A trailer full of illegals that crossed the border, stopped in the outskirts of Texas, and just opened it up and tell them, hey, let's go. Beat it. Where to? Who knows? This video is 46 seconds long and is a non-stop flow from that truck. Non-stop. If we had to guess, we would probably think that there was probably over 200 of them in that truck alone. And that's just the 46 seconds that that person, whoever was the one that took that video, that's how long that person actually filmed. But who knows how much longer it went on, because it just cuts off. Now, the information that was given, it says that it shows dozens of illegal aliens pouring out of a trailer in Frio County, Texas. And it says the incident was caught on video and it took place around noon on Monday. Last Monday. It says in total hundreds of migrants were apprehended. So some were apprehended. It says the driver of the truck was arrested and placed on federal custody. It is unclear what charges the driver will face. Authorities did not elaborate on the whereabouts of the rest of those migrants. So the only ones that they were able to catch were 65, and including the driver. According to the police department, a person driving behind a truck saw arms and legs sticking out of the truck's small door. Authorities said that the driver fled along with the migrants and tried to blend in with the group as the authorities got there. But they were able to identify him as the driver and arrest him. They described the migrants as dehydrated and soaking in sweat. It says PD said that they were still getting calls from local residents saying that they were spotting migrants running through their yards. So imagine you living in the area, and at noon you see a group of people just running through your yard. And then you come to find out that there was a trailer full of them, with hundreds of them, that had just poured out of it down the street. So this is the kind of stuff that is happening under Democrat rule. This is the kind of stuff that is happening almost on a daily basis. This is the 7th or 8th video in a row that I had done regarding immigration. I have done more videos on immigration and stuff that is going on regarding the crisis at the border than any other topic. And I cover everything, hard-hitting news when it comes to, North Korea. We talked about Iran. We talked about what's going on with trade, what's going on with healthcare, what's going on with coronavirus, what's going on with Biden and world leaders. We talked about a bunch of stuff here at the newsroom, but immigration is what we talk about the most. And I will continue talking about immigration as long as this crisis at the border is not remedied. We had shown videos and pictures of inside the facilities in Donna, Texas with unaccompanied minors. We have talked about many other issues regarding unaccompanied minors, what the Biden administration is doing, the taxpayer money that they're grabbing and using on these illegal aliens to give them free housing, entertainment, health care, schooling. And this is the kind of stuff that happens, folks. And will continue happening as long as they're not being held accountable. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, I apologize that I cannot play the other video regarding the children, the 2 little girls that were tossed over the border, fell over 10 feet onto the ground in the deserts of New Mexico and left there for basically dead. It's heartbreaking. And it shows the dangers of what's going on. But if you do want to check it out, if you do want to look at that piece of information that is released by Border Patrol, make sure you go and check it out on our Twitter at Gold State Times. And make sure you also like us on Facebook. If you found that this report was helpful and informative, make sure you slap a like on it, and you also subscribe to the channel and you click that notification bell. Make sure that you bookmark our website, goldenstatetimes.com, to get more information on immigration, North Korea, Iran, policy, breaking news, politics, scoops, and everything else in between. My name is Jen Goldstein, and I hope to see you guys here very soon. But until then, peace.